Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. It is Wednesday, and the markets just closed a short time ago. It is November 10th, Wednesday afternoon at about 4:15. I have basically two things that I wanted to show you. This is our trade manager for a timing tool, a market timing tool, an algo that we call the Nicholas Daily Timing Model. And this timing model takes in the data of each underlying market, which is the Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Russell, and the VIX daily component. It takes in that underlying. It also takes in the data from the VIX futures contract, and it also takes in the data of the yield on the 10-year Treasury. And it does its magic. It's not magic, it's math, and makes a decision to buy or sell on a daily basis. Now, these signals are not usually every other day. They're not. In fact, the signal before this was back on October 5th, and we had a high watermark of some $71,000 if one had put in one mini contract in each of the four markets. Of course, if you had used micros, just one, it would have been 1/10 of that, or $7,000. On Friday, the 5th, the markets went short, and on Monday, the VIX confirmed that short call, which is exactly what we want to see. We want to see the four markets short and the VIX long, or the four markets long and the VIX short. Now, our members had this information themselves over the weekend, and there is no question that we have members that are in this trade and could be scaling it to whatever size they want. They could be using mini contracts, they could be using micro contracts, they could be using options, they could be using it just as a barometer as to what side of the market they want to be on. But if one had taken on Monday ample opportunity or Sunday night to put on a mini contract, you would be up since Friday $14,735 real time. Now, the trades that you see up above, those are option trades, and those option trades were placed earlier this week from this tool, which is the SMC trade generator called the Pebble Beach Triggers. The reason why we call it Pebble Beach is that this robot is beautiful, and so isn't the Pebble Beach golf course, so we nicknamed it after a beautiful golf course. This is the trigger. Well, first thing is we've loaded this particular robot with 500 stocks. This is the trigger. Tells us to buy or sell. Gives us the entry price. It even calculates a trade purse if we had traded $10,000 in real money in a position down to one share. What we did was to use options up here. The stop level, if it went against us, the entry date, which these are all today, almost all of them are in the money. And then this is a beautiful tool. This tells us when stocks are in euphoria or in panic, and it gives us the trend axis. And why this is important is we know when stocks are being panic sold or in euphoria, the likelihood that they move back toward the trend axis over the next 20 days, the probability is some 95%. So it wasn't today, it was the other day. I think it was actually even maybe Monday, when we had the likes of bib and Booking and EOG and Goldman Sachs and even Lam Research into the column of euphoria. They were up in here. We stepped in and we faded them using options, and those were our option positions up there. So we had a little bit of a drawdown, but we've cleaned up that drawdown today, and tomorrow I think we're going to be in a really fine position to clean those off and make a very nice return. I'm Bagadon at StockMarketCaddy.com. We are a mentoring site. We don't make recommendations to buy or sell anything. We're not making any claims that our tools will automatically make you money. And at times they may feel like that, but these tools are to make the trader with acquired trading skill that much better. And in turn, your trading skill is going to make the tools that much better. It's a win-win situation. If you want to know how this tool, the Nicholas, and even the swing machine could be sitting on your computer so that you can make your own decisions and learn to trade your game in an algorithmic, robotic fashion so that you can move away from the greed and the fear associated with most market participants, then feel free to give me a shout. My number is 813-758-8263. Don Marshall. Thanks.